From raging wildfires to powerful hurricanes and earthquakes, these stunning and often unbelievable natural disaster footage provide us with a glimpse into the sheer power of nature and the resilience of humanity. Today's video is unbelievable footage of natural disasters. Watch until the end and let us know thoughts in the comment section. Let's get it on! A massive storm tore through the town of Apline. It was like a violent avalanche when this driver stopped by the side of the road and looked in his rearview mirror. Oh, a monster crossed the highway behind him. The storm sent debris strewn across the road. Do you see? A roof flew past like a plastic saucer and fell hard on a nearby gas station. In an unprecedented turn of events, a hailstorm recently ravaged the Chinese capital, Beijing, causing widespread destruction and chaos. The hailstones, some as large as golf balls, pelted down on the city for over an hour, shattering windows, damaging cars, and flooding streets. According to local reports, the hailstorm struck at around 4 p.m., catching residents off guard. The sudden downpour caused traffic jams as drivers struggled to navigate through the debris-strewn roads. The Draper home collapsed over the weekend was a catastrophe for the homeowners and scary for neighbors, but it's not so surprising to experts who study landslides over the long term. Do you know reason why? Firstly, I thought this was a crazy fair ride, but then I realized they were off-roading and got caught in a flash flood. If these flash flood videos were not recorded by the camera, no one would believe it's reality because it's so there. Look it! The power of water monster will wash away anything in its path. In a small town, Elabel, Georgia, one of craziest tornadoes come here 2022. Wind speed max 185 mph by EF4 tornado. A local man named Eli received a tornado warning on his phone. As the storm barreled down, he'd go outside to have a look, but he could not believe his eyes when the storm was tearing back at him. Eli hides it back inside, and we love the fact that he shuts the gate behind. He tells everyone to get in the house while he remains outside and keeps recording. He's convinced it will miss him. Let's see if he's right. Oh no! Oh my god! That was awesome! Well, all are okay. Only some light damage and a tree fall while he have to replace some his window. Do not forget press the button of like, share and comment what you think for this. We can see the tornado carrying debris big and small. A fire that broke out was probably caused by a short in the power line. This huge rock fell without warning and it stopped in the middle of the road. Oh my god, it's God's will! This Italian rock knows how to fall better, but it doesn't block the middle of the road. It fell into the cliff but also made the passerby whole. This is viral video show crazy flood in Taisonbun province, Laos. Despite many efforts, floods remain a persistent challenge for Laos, a landlocked country in Southeast Asia. Laos' geography and monsoon climate contribute to the prevalence of floods. In particular, the country's Mekong River and its tributaries are prone to flooding during the wet season, which led to displacement of communities, damage to infrastructure, and loss of crops. Thailand is one of the Southeast Asian countries that is frequently affected by floods. The country's low-lying geography and monsoon climate make it particularly vulnerable to inundation. Over the years, Thailand has experienced several major floods, with the most devastating one occurring in 2011, which affected more than 13 million people and caused significant economic damage. There are footage of transit flooding in Ha Tinh and Nga An province, central Vietnam. Please stay strong. Prayers for all of them. So sorry this had to happen, as it has already been a very difficult time of past years. Do not forget press the button of like, share and comment what do you think for this. Video of flooding destroys homes in Cambodia's Kandal province. A home tumbles into rushing water as flooding swells the Prek Nao River. At least 15 families were left homeless. One resident sadly said, "I worked hard for a living, but now the flood destroyed my house. I do not have any hope. My first hardship is that I don't have a place to live. I also do not have money to buy another plot of land." Despite the flood, 100,000 people live in floating houses on Cambodia's polluted Ton Sap Lake. None of the homes have plumbing or sanitation system, putting lives at risk. Dozens of people have been killed in eastern Indonesia and neighboring Timor-Leste after torrential rain caused landslides and flash flooding. In the East Adonara district of Indonesia, homes and roads have been washed away. In Timor-Leste, a dramatic video shows a building being swept into a torrent of water. So terrible! Flash floods hit southeast Turkey a month after deadly earthquakes. Flash floods killed at least 14 people living in tents and container housing across Turkey's quake-hit region.
Bak gençler. Gençler yola bak. Yola çekiyor.
Several more people were swept away by the rushing water, which turned streets into muddy rivers in areas hit by last month's 7.8 magnitude quake. More than 48,000 people died in Turkey and nearly 6,000 in Syria in the February 6 disaster, the region's deadliest in modern times. Hundreds of thousands of Turkish quake survivors have been moved into tents and container homes across the disaster region, which covers 11 provinces across Turkey's southeast. Quake survivors who had been residing in containers homes since the quakes were amongst the victims of Wednesday's flash floods. 12 people were killed when cars crashed through Sanliurfa's streets after torrents of floodwater entered the streets, about 50 kilometers north of the Syrian border. Let's pray for Turks, and do not forget press the button of like, share and comment what do you think for this. The floods destroyed an Adiyaman container that housed 2 families. 2 people were killed in the city, including a woman who lived in the container. Others had been reported missing. The city's tents were evacuated. Just 5 weeks earlier, on February 6, there were 2 earthquakes that killed thousands of people and left many more homeless.
Obliterated by some of the worst earthquakes.
5 Syrian nationals' bodies were discovered in a flooded basement apartment in the neighboring province of Sanliurfa, and 2 additional bodies were retrieved from a van that was trapped in an underpass.
The next 48 hours are critical for saving as many lives as possible.
Images showed the water sweeping away cars and flooding temporary housing set up for earthquake victims. In one viral video, a man dressed in a beige suit and tie reaches out for help while floating down a surging stream alongside a piece of furniture. His fate remains unknown. After images showed people pulling victims out of the water with branches and rope, the flooding also reached the ground floor of one of the region's main hospitals. A drenched campsite where earthquake survivors were sleeping in tents was evacuated for several people. A hospital was also evacuated of patients. Floodwater swept away cars as they surged along a street in Sanliurfa, as captured on television.
Allah'ım yardım et ya.
Let's subscribe to our channel to see more videos about this side of nature. Not forget, comment to let us know stories about some natural disasters caught on camera. See ya!
What do you think about this kind of natural disasters? Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment here. Thanks for watching.